would love to know if I'm the only one who does this. I have a laundry basket on my porch, a bowl for my rings in my living room, an ugly portable air conditioner sitting in my bathroom. And for a long time, all those things really bothered me because it didn't look like all the homes I've seen online. But lately, I've realized something. Some of these things that make my home function the best usually are the things that make it less Pinteresty. And truly, I think it's one of the biggest lessons that homemaking has actually taught me. I have a laundry basket on my front porch. Not tucked away somewhere where nobody can see it. Not hidden in a closet. Right there in plain sight on my front porch. And if you would have told me a few years ago that I would willingly keep a laundry basket on my front porch, I would have been horrified. I would have immediately started thinking about what people would think, how it looked, whether it matched my porch decor, whether it made my porch look cluttered, or whether it ruined the aesthetic. But here's the funny thing. The laundry basket works really well, actually. It keeps dirty clothes from piling up in the bathroom, and it gives my husband a place to immediately toss things. And somehow, despite being something I never would have chosen from a decorating standpoint, it's helped keep our home functioning better. And lately I've realized that's become a theme in our house. Because right now I also have a little glass bowl sitting in my living room that holds my rings. Not because it's some big grand decorating statement, but because I get tired of losing my rings. Now when I walk through the living room, I can slip them off, drop them in the bowl, and know exactly where they are every single time. And then there's the giant, portable, ugly air conditioner sitting in my bathroom. And y'all, it's not cute, not even a little bit. It's bulky and awkward, and it doesn't make for good filming, and it's not pretty to look at. But it's definitely not what I would have picked if I was designing my bathroom. But this is Alabama, and if you've ever tried getting ready in a bathroom that feels like a sauna in the middle of summer, then you understand exactly why that ugly air conditioner has earned its place. Because at some point, I had to decide whether I wanted a pretty bathroom or a bathroom where I wasn't sweating while brushing my teeth. And surprisingly, I chose comfort. And I call that personal growth. If y'all have one of these, it's a pumice stone. Do not use it on your stainless steel sink because it scratched up mine pretty bad. Even our porch has changed over the years. For the longest time, it bothered me that our laundry was on the porch. It bothered me that that is also where our storage ended up, was all over the porch. It felt unfinished and messy, and it felt like something I had to fix. And over time, I have been trying to work on that and make it look better to the best of my ability. But my perspective has also started to change. Because the reality is, we don't have a shed. We're working with the space we have in our home. And while I still have ideas to make it prettier, like adding curtains to hide the storage in the laundry area, I don't feel embarrassed by it anymore because it's serving a purpose for our home. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest lessons homemaking has taught me lately. For a long time, I thought a successful home was one that looked good. Now I think a successful home is one that works well. Those aren't always the same thing. And somewhere along the way, I think social media convinced a lot of us that every corner of our homes needed to be beautiful. Every basket needed a match, and every room needed to have a theme. And every solution needed to look aesthetically pleasing. But real life is messier than that. Sometimes real life looks like a laundry basket on the porch. And sometimes real life looks like storage where you'd really rather not have storage at. And sometimes it looks like choosing functionality over aesthetic, Pinterest perfect perfection. And I think there's a lot of freedom in that. Because when I stopped trying to make every single thing look perfect, I started really enjoying my home more. I started to appreciate what was actually working instead of just obsessing over what wasn't. I started noticing all the ways this little house serves us every single day. I really think this hard season of life has changed me in so many ways. God has used it to show me so much through this little house. Not because it's perfect or because it looks like a Pinterest board, but because it's been the place where we've lived real life. It's where we've walked through difficult seasons, where we've laughed with each other, worried, celebrated, and where we've learned and where we've grown. And this season has grown my gratitude for this home more than I ever expected. Because instead of constantly seeing what it isn't, I've started noticing everything it is. I've started noticing how much easier life becomes when our homes are designed to function for the people in the home and not just to look pretty for the people looking at it. And maybe that's the lesson I've been learning lately, that the best home isn't the one that always looks the most perfect. The most beautiful home does three things. It supports your family, it helps you live well, and it's the one that works for you. Even if it has an ugly air conditioner or the laundry basket is on the porch. Even if it has a few little quirky systems that nobody else understands, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, your home is not here to impress other people. Your home is there to serve the people who actually live there. And honestly, that realization has been one of my favorite parts of homemaking lately.